Here in this video we are going to showcase the top 20 biggest Marvel characters and creatures, which we will include the ones from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, non-MCU associated movies, comics and other media as well. So subscribe if you haven't, and now let's get down to business. Number 20. CHIANTANG. The impulsive CHIANTANG is the brother of the Dragon King. He is in fact a 100 feet deadly flying dragon. CHIANTANG can fly and breathe fire. He can also show immunity to age, and while he can be injured by sufficient power, he heals from virtually any wound. Via mystic rites, he has even recovered from being decapitated. Number 19, we have the Chitauri Leviathan. The Leviathans are cybernetically augmented huge creatures around 100 to 200 feet long, used for combat and troop transport by the Chitauri armies under Thanos' control. The Leviathans are large creatures with serpentine bodies and massive teeth. They are clad almost completely in armor plating and that is outfitted with large fin-like blades. At number 18, we have FING FOOM. FING FOOM is a Makluan, a shape-shifting alien being from the world of Kakaranthra, also known as Maklu Foe, in the Maklu system of the Greater Magellanic Cloud. He resembles a somewhat anthropomorphic Chinese dragon. In the battle with Iron Man, he was at least as tall as a skyscraper, around 200 to maybe 400 feet tall. At number 17, we have Ymir. Ymir is a being of Niflheim, one of the 9 realms. He was the progenitor and the most powerful of the Ice Giants, a race from which the Giants of Jotunheim came to be. Ymir was covered with snow and ice and can generate coldness from his body. He was at least 1,000 feet tall. At number 16, we have ALIOTH. ALIOTH is a trans-temporal entity that serves as the guardian of the void created during the multiversal war. ALIOTH exists across divergent realities as an enormous cloud, destroying all it touches, causing a massive temporal disturbance and devastation across entire dimensions. In the Loki series, it was anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500 feet tall. Number 15. Dormammu. Dormammu is a primordial interdimensional entity who wields an apocalyptic level of supernatural power and is the ruler of the Dark Dimension. And as the absolute ruler of the Dark Dimension, Dormammu has absolute control over it. In Doctor Strange, the movie, it was hard to assess the size, but by the looks of it, he would have been anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 feet tall. At the number 14 spot, we have ESON the Searcher. A member of the ancient primordial race known as the Celestials, ESON the Searcher was one of the previous owners of the Power Stone, one of the Infinity Stones. At some point of time, ESON used the Power Stone to level the surface of an entire planet as seen during the events of Guardians of the Galaxies Volume 1, vaporizing all life as a result. The size of the cosmic being was revealed to be around 2,000 feet tall. Number 13. NEZZAR the Calculator. Seen in Eternals issue 9, NEZZAR the Calculator was another member of the race of Celestials. 2,000 feet tall and depicted in dark blue armor, NEZZAR participated in the Celestials' 4 visits to Earth. As a member of the 4th host of the Celestials, NEZZAR appeared in the Soviet Union and was targeted by an atomic missile. Number 12. ARISHEM. Yet another Celestial on this list is ARISHEM the Judge. First seen in Eternals issue 2 and now in the MCU movie Eternals, ARISHEM first came to Earth along with several other Celestials in order to bring about the beginning and the creation of the 7th cosmos, but then came into conflict with the primordial god of darkness, Null, the father of the symbiotes. At number 11, we have Surtur. Surtur was a fire demon and a lord of Muspelheim, and a significant figure in the prophecy of Ragnarok as the one who would initiate the fall of Asgard. He was seen in Thor Ragnarok the movie and was the cause of Asgard's destruction as well as the death of Hela, and he was reunited with the Eternal Flame and grew to be of gigantic size, around 500 to 1,000 meters or 1,650 feet to 3,280 feet tall. At number 10, we have KNOWHERE. Seen in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, KNOWHERE is the severed head of a Celestial that was killed in the ancient past, and hundreds of years ago the Tivian group set up mining operations inside of it in order to harvest the valuable bone, brain tissue and spinal fluid of the Celestial. Just the head alone, it was 1 to 2 kilometers or 3,200 to 6,500 feet in size. Imagine the entire being. Some say this was Madonna, another Celestial. At number 9, we have the Apocalypse Beast. In the Earth's ancient past, a giant egg landed from space, hatching a giant creature which was to become known as the Apocalypse Beast. It was naturally super strong, to a phenomenal degree, as well as virtually indestructible, and because of its gigantic size, standing at 15,000 feet or 4.5 kilometers tall. Number 8, we have EXITAR. EXITAR, the Executioner, is another celestial and the largest one aside from Ego the planet. EXITAR's purpose was to destroy the life on the worlds which failed the Celestials' tests. EXITAR's power is superior to GALACTUS, the In-Betweener, and Odin or Zeus, and can affect reality on a universal scale. He is stated to be 20,000 feet tall or 6 kilometers. Where did that Indian accent come from? Anyway, number 7, Ego the Living Planet. Ego was a celestial, a primordial and powerful being, and the biological father of Peter Quill. A living planet with a humanoid extension of himself, Ego sought to find meaning in his life, and to achieve this end, he planned to remake the entire universe via an extinction-level event known as the Expansion, and make it all as a part of himself. He was in the range of 3,000 kilometers, around the size of Earth's moon. Number 6, Jormungand. Yeah, we have Jormungand in Marvel. Seen in Thor issue 127 of 1966, he is also called the Midgard Serpent, and was gigantic in size, nearly 5 Earths long or 50,000 kilometers approximately. The Midgard Serpent usually existed in an ethereal form on Earth, hence, though his size was so great that he encircled the planet, he was invisible and intangible as far as human beings were concerned. At the number 5 spot, we have Galactus. Galactus is the sole survivor of the 6th incarnation of the multiverse. Originally, Galactus was a humanoid named Galen, born in the previous incarnation of Earth 616 in the previous universe on a planet called Tar, a paradise-like world. Then after that, there have been many incarnations of him, and over the years, they have kind of varied in size, but the biggest one, the largest version, was at least 100,000 kilometers in size. Number 4, JEMIAH. JEMIAH in the comics, JEMIAH the Analyzer, functions as a celestial which analyzes the progression and activities of the civilizations that the Celestials have conducted in their genetic experiments, and report them back to the leader of the Celestials' host, ARISHEM the Judge. JEMIAH was seen in the trailer of Eternals looking at a planet forming in space, and thus he was cosmic in size, probably more than 100,000 kilometers tall. Number 3, we have SHUMA GORATH. SHUMA GORATH is an ancient force of chaos, the immortal, nigh invincible and godlike ruler of nearly 1,000, maybe 100 alternate universes capable of energy projection, shape-shifting, teleportation, levitation, altering reality and sympathetic magic, among many other feats. On Earth, when he appeared, he was small, but on his own home dimension, he is larger than stars. Number 2, the Abstract Entities. The Abstract Entities are a group of cosmic beings that are of unknown origin and nearly omnipotent in power. These beings include eternity, infinity, oblivion, and death. Being abstract in nature, they do not have a true physical form. They can be as small as microscopic or as large as the universe itself. They are often depicted in cosmic scale and are as large can be. And number 1, the Living Tribunal. The Living Tribunal was a vastly powered humanoid cosmic entity who has existed as long as the universe itself. It functions to safeguard from an imbalance of mystical forces. It acts to prevent one universe from amassing power, more power than any of the others, or from upsetting the cosmic balance in some way. He can be infinite in size. And so with that, we come to the end of the video, so do remember to hit that like button for support, and subscribe to be a part of our MindQ family. Also ring that bell button for regular updates when we post new monster content right here on this channel. Till the next one, take care fam.